people are born to negotiate. Others couldn't negotiate if their life depended on it. If you shy away from negotiation once you've been presented with a job offer, you are almost certainly leaving money on the table. And this can equate to tens, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars over the course of your career. Stay tuned to learn more about how to prepare yourself for a salary negotiation, why negotiating is so important, and how to get close to that ideal figure without alienating yourself or irritating your new employer. For the best job search and career advice, hit that subscribe button below. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Kelly, a career coach and professional development specialist. I've spent the last 2 decades mentoring job seekers through the application process. Today, I'm going to give you some advice regarding how to negotiate your salary once you've received a job offer. I've worked with thousands of job seekers, and the advice I'm going to give you today has helped many of them successfully negotiate lucrative salaries and benefits packages. I would like you to experience the same satisfaction. First things first, you should always negotiate your salary. Research has shown more than 20% of people never negotiate their salary, and women are particularly hesitant to negotiate. I remember coaching a group of 6 job seekers, 3 men and 3 women. The first 2 men came back with job offers and told the group what they negotiated. The third person to get a job was one of the women. She came back to the group and reported she accepted the initial offer. She negotiated nothing. The sad thing was the 4th successful job candidate in that particular group was the other male. He was offered a job at the same firm as the female for the same exact position. He got an extra $10,000 on his annual salary, a $20,000 signing bonus, and a relocation package. When he told the group about his success, I thought the woman that didn't negotiate would burst into tears right then and there. By the way, when that woman had come back after not negotiating, I asked her why. She said she didn't think she would get anything else and was afraid if she was pushy, they would rescind the offer. Unless you act like a jerk and are completely unreasonable, the chance of having an offer rescinded is so slim. There's a book by Linda Babcock called Women Don't Ask, which discusses the gender divide when it comes to negotiations, both with jobs and in life in general. The most important detail I took away from this book was that only 7% of females attempt to negotiate their first salary, as opposed to 57% of men. Of the people who negotiate, the average salary increase is 7%. This can have massive repercussions in terms of your lifetime earning potential. Long story short, negotiate. When you receive a job offer and the negotiation begins, there are a few things to keep in mind. Know your worth. What is your current salary? If you're taking a position at a higher level, you should be getting some kind of raise. What do other people at this level and in this company make? Use your resources. Some people, even if you've just met them during the interview, will be very forthcoming and offer the information if you ask. Keep in mind your training and experience and use this to justify why you should get a higher salary. Ask for more than you want. If you are asked for a number, take what you want and add 10%, because the employer will almost always counteroffer with something lower. If you want $50,000, it's best to ask for $55,000, because they may come back and say, well, we normally pay $45,000 for this position, but I'll tell you what, let's split the difference and meet in the middle. How does 50 sound? Voila, you just got what you wanted. Know your walkaway number. You can't ask for a higher salary because you just bought a new house and send your kids to private school. Do not justify your salary based on personal needs and wants. But you should know what it will cost for you to live. If you need to take home $50,000 and at the end of the day you're only going to make $40,000, you just can't sustain your life. So you're going to have to say thanks, but no thanks. Justify your salary. Like I said before, you can't use personal reasons to explain why you need a higher salary, but you can give a rundown of your accomplishments and why you're worth more. Also, refer to how having you on the team will be worth more to the company in the future. If you bring clients with you that will earn the firm an additional $1 million a year, they should be able to find you some extra money. Negotiations are about more than just money. Some companies and organizations simply can't negotiate salary, but you may be able to negotiate other things. I've had clients negotiate starting dates, flexible working schedules, signing bonuses. One client of mine was told there was a 2-year wait list for a parking spot, so she negotiated that, and on the first day of her job, she parked right out front. Another client of mine was told there was a 90-day waiting period to get his insurance. He said he couldn't go for 3 months without insurance, so the new employer paid for health insurance through a third-party provider. When I moved to Australia, I knew I was already at the top of the salary scale for my position, so I negotiated my visa. I said I didn't want a temporary visa, I wanted a permanent resident visa, which is similar to a green card in the US. Having lived in several foreign countries previously, I know visas are expensive and can be quite problematic if they lapse or if you lose your job. I didn't want to risk a future visa problem. My employer agreed, they handled the paperwork and paid the fees for the visa, so I had permanent resident status effective the day my contract began. Be firm but polite. You may not get everything you want during the negotiation process, but ask and stand your ground. If you fold quickly or give in at the first sign of pushback, you will lose whatever bargaining power you have. And don't worry, it's okay, be assertive. Just remain polite and respectful. And who knows, maybe the negotiation process won't work out in the end. But if you maintain your professionalism, you never know. They might come back to you later on, even years down the track, and ask if you would reconsider working for them, because now they're in a position to offer you more. I've actually had this happen for several of my clients, and ultimately they benefited more from this situation. I hope these suggestions make you feel a little bit more comfortable about negotiating your salary. If you would like more information about salary negotiations or other benefits, let me know in the comments below and I will try to answer your questions. I may even take your question and make a future video around it to explain. If you are interested in joining a community of job seekers like yourself, I have a Facebook group where I share advice related to all aspects of the job search process and career development. Feel free to join the Facebook group using the link below. If you liked this video, please hit that like button and be sure to subscribe and share it with your friends. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video.